Hi everybody, sorry I can't be at the meeting tonight. It's Sam's birthday, big number 5. So I'm not there tonight, but I still have to do training, right? So here I am. So what I'm going to talk about tonight is the Holiday Helper, which I just folded the wrong way. Sorry, the Holiday Helper. You can order these on Consultant's Corner through a supply order. And depending on how many you think you're going to go through, that's how many you need. One thing that I hate is for consultants to spend and not use. So, and these have, my shows lately, these have been walking away a little faster than catalogs. And I don't know if it's that people are dropping them and we are misplacing them, if they're being hidden inside of a catalog that's then returned to me and I just can't find it even though I'm trying. But these do seem to be moving a little faster than my catalogs do. So just bear that in mind. Now, if you don't want to give everybody one to take away with them, please know that when you open it, the front and the back don't have any products that aren't on the inside. So there's nothing on here. So you can totally flip it inside out, slide it in a page protector. That can be your master copy. That can be, you know, maybe you have 3 of those that circulate through the show so everybody can see it and have access to it without having to give everybody exactly one. So let's talk about what's inside. Obviously the new winter products are in here. So that's mostly what we have right here are the new winter products. Not a gumball maker. That's my son's. But there's also some combinations with products that are in the fall catalog. So this is the only place you're going to find the winter products. So you do need to have this with you at your shows. Okay? That being said, there's a couple things in here that are also in our regular catalog. So you want to familiarize yourself and actually take a minute and study this as to what is in here, because there's some combinations and sets that you need to know. And we're going to talk about how to utilize that in just a minute. So, for example, our serving pieces, our Ashwood serving pieces, of course you can buy everything by itself. But there's a set that's just the Ashwood board and the serving set, and that is called the Ashwood cheese serving set, and it's $29.50. So that's right there on your helper. Now there is the Ashwood and slate serving set, which is all of this. It's the slate board, the Ashwood board, the serving set, and the tags. So you need to know, and that's less than $60. That's a pretty good deal, I think. So all of that is there. Now there is no set that comes with the popcorn maker and the popcorn seasonings. However, anybody who buys one of these, when they check out with you, don't you need to ask them if they need one of these? Yes, you do. Okay? If you wanted to make up your own set with this, you could, but there's a lot in here, so don't overburden yourself. But when somebody comes to check out and you see that popcorn maker on their order form, then you're going to want to say, do you need any seasonings? And I know Tiffany as well, I've been making popcorn at my shows just to show this off. And I've been passing around both of these and letting them pick which one do they want to sample today. So everybody's been choosing French toast. I guess we've all had ranch popcorn before and we know what it tastes like, so who cares? But, and one thing that I have been doing is instead of putting the butter in here and letting it drip, I've been melting butter in a silicone prep bowl because I get to show that off, how it doesn't get hot in the microwave. I'm mixing my seasoning into the butter and then drizzling that over the popcorn as opposed to shaking the seasoning on. So I'm bringing the popcorn kernels because I don't trust my host's popcorn kernels, but I'm asking her to have a few tablespoons of butter for me. The cookie cutters, let's talk about those. In here, there's a set. Now you can buy the kids cookie set, okay, which has all of that stuff in there, and you should know that because it's in our regular catalog. You can buy the emoji cutters by themselves. That's our roundup item. So push those because $1 from each one of those goes back to Feeding America. But there's also a smaller kids cookie set. So maybe somebody doesn't want to spend $64 on the big set. They can get just the emoji cutters, the rolling pin, and the recipe cards. And it's the same cards that come in the big cookie set. All 4 recipes there. And so that's only, I have to consult my helper. I was just going to say it's only $23.50. So that's a pretty good deal for that. The wine items, we have 3 new wine items that are only in here, and they are available as a set. So that is the Wine Essential Tools set. You get the wine bottle opener, the aerator, and the markers for $67.50. That I think is a great gift idea. Again, with a bottle of wine. So one of the other ones is our whipped cream maker. Now it comes as a set with the mini skinny scraper. Okay, so anybody who buys this for $25, you need to be asking them, do you want the whipped cream maker, or do you want the whipped cream maker set with the mini skinny scraper? It's only $29.50 as opposed to $25. So that's a really easy cross-sell or upsell, I guess. And then the other set that's in there, which is totally old products, nothing new, is our burger press here, our burger and slider press, our large tongs, and the chipotle rub. Now, we can all think of somebody who may benefit from that. So, no, and then there's also the small rectangular baker set. I didn't even get it out. Don't worry, I didn't get it out. It's the small rectangular baker and the mini serving spatula. So that's what's in here. And then the other thing is that the kids cookie set and the kids pizza set combined, you can get both of those with everything in there for just $100. So that's a nice value if somebody's looking at that. They save almost $7. So now that's everything that's in here. Like I said, familiarize yourself with this as to what's in here. And know this as well. With these products, we now have downloadable, and I've misplaced where downloadable recipes, and I just saw it. Okay, never mind. But you can download information about the products to share with your customers. If they buy the Wine Essential Tools set, there is something they can download and put with that gift. So it's very gift-minded. Okay, now, and I know Laura's going to cover this, but if you were at a vendor event or a booth or a fair or something like that, you would want to set these things up in a grouping. Okay, because obviously these things go together. Obviously our wine tools go together. The slate and ashwood go together. And that way you can say you can buy this, or you can buy all of this for whatever price. I would even take a bottle of wine, and you're best if you can find an empty bottle of wine and a synthetic cork, because you can push that cork right in the bottle and you can keep opening and pushing that cork back in and popping the cork back out so people can play with the wine bottle opener. So I would have a bottle of wine there at your display, because I think that's a good thing. So obviously when people are at vendor events, booths, fairs this time of year, they are thinking gifts. Okay, so now let's talk about your shows. The best way to utilize this at your shows is to get people thinking about holiday gifting. Because think about this, how many times have you been like, oh, I don't want to spend more than $50 at fill in the blank, whether it's a store or a party. Okay, but you've all heard a customer say this, well, it was a little more than I wanted to spend, but I got some Christmas gifts. So we're always willing to open our pocketbook a little more when we are dealing with a gifting situation. So we want to get our customers thinking about that before they even start buying. So what I would recommend doing, you can spend hours making up little cutesy sheets or flyers or downloading pictures. That is not worth your time. You need to be getting on the phone and talking to your hostesses and booking some shows, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you don't need to create anything. You don't need to print anything. You need to go buy you a cube of Post-it notes, regular Post-it notes. You want to get fancy, get the ones with the lines on them, okay? Buy Post-it notes. Now, some people pass out order forms at the beginning of their shows. Some people pass out catalogs. Whatever you do, you don't have to change it. Everybody gets a Post-it note at the beginning of your party. And you say to them, I want you for just a minute to think about the people that you have to buy gifts for this season. Whether it is, and you're going to give them examples. And when this video is finished, you're going to spend a couple minutes brainstorming who might fit these categories or what other categories you could put on there. So you're going to mention people like teachers, bus drivers, hairdressers, babysitters, your sisters-in-law, all those people you need to buy gifts for. So I want you guys to brainstorm a little bit when the video's over of other people that need gifts, okay? So you'll have that list, and you're going to write it down for yourself, and you're going to stand at your show and read it. There's no shame in reading at your show. It makes your job look easy. So you're going to say, I want you to think about and write down on your Post-it note who falls into these categories that you need a gift for this holiday season. And so you do that, and then you're going to say, whenever you pass out the helper or pass around the helper, you're going to say, we have some great gift ideas. And you're just really quickly going to say, our wine essentials tool set, that could be a great gift for, and then fill in the blank. Our burger prep set would be a great gift for, and then that, okay? And then fill in the blank. So that's going to get people thinking, then they can just connect those dots. They wrote down the names on their Post-it, then they can write down what gift set might fit that person. And even if one of the sets doesn't fit the person, they might say, oh my gosh, so-and-so needs a salad spinner or whatever. So that is a really, really effective way to utilize the helper at your parties. Okay, and that's going to add on to your sales. And then if somebody walks up and their Post-it note is so full and they're like, I just can't do this, then you say, you know what, let's have a party, because everybody's going to come to your house and we can use all your host rewards to do all your Christmas shopping for everybody that's on your list. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Tiffany knows everything and we'll be there to answer your questions. And I want you to brainstorm and think about who you would put on that, who you would suggest to your guests to put on that Post-it note. Hope you guys have a great meeting. Sorry I'm missing you. I got to toot my own horn because I hit almost $7,000 in sales with only 5 live cooking shows. Woo! Bye!